What's going on? So today we're at Trackstar Motorworks and we are getting Bryan's car tuned. Now I know you guys know Ian, but we're going to introduce you to another person behind the scenes, who's also Bryan. He has a S13 as well, but we're going to talk to him, let him tell us what the car's about. How's it going, Bryan?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Oh man, couldn't be better. Excited for the day, get this thing going. You know, it's been 6 years sitting around doing nothing. I'm just ready for finally to get a tune on it. Finally got it built, all that good stuff.
Awesome, dude. So tell us about the car. We don't know anything about this car, and we'll give you a quick rundown on it, you know, a little bit later, but just tell us about it. Tell us the history, tell us what's been going on with it, you know, give some information.
Well, it's a 2JZ non-VVTi. The swap was originally done about 8 years ago. I've on and off drove the car at, you know, Texas Motor Speedway, Mineral Wells, stuff like that. And then, you know, life happens. You have to let the car sit for about 6 years, you know, get the cage done, but then, you know, we got to figure out your financial situation and then
100%.
You know, finally get it built. We pulled the motor, we sent it off to Power Dynamics.
Yes, Power Dynamics.
Power Dynamics. And they basically refreshed the whole motor. They put needle rods, Wiseco pistons, redid the head. So new clutch. I mean, it's running an R154 transmission. It's got a GTX 3576R turbo.
Yeah, I thought you had a 3076.
No, 35.
That's right, it is 3576.
Yeah. With a twin scroll manifold, but it's not true twin scroll. It's just got one single wastegate. Hoping to make 500, somewhere around there today. I mean, the car on 15 pounds is making 450 horsepower and almost 500 foot-pounds of torque. Oh wait, no, 400 horsepower, 450 torque on 15 pounds. So we're still running on pump gas. I probably won't go to the 85 anytime soon, but you know, eventually, hopefully, I like to get bigger injectors. You know,
for sure, man, for sure. Let's go. While it's still quiet, let's go take a quick glance at the car. So, what's your favorite part about all this?
The useless cam gears.
The useless cam gears?
Yeah, they're beautiful. No one ever gets to see them. They don't really do anything, or I don't really get to do anything with them. But I think it's the prettiest thing in the car.
Hey, it matches the timing bar, right?
Yeah.
That's what works best.
Yeah.
All right, so Ethan, what we got going on? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's looking really good right now. We need to put the timing light on and sync that, but it's sounding really nice idle right now. I do see we have adjustable cam gears. I didn't look at that. Are they at zero or are they?
They're at zero.
They're at zero. Okay. All right, yeah, we gotta put the timing light on and then we should be ready to hit the dyno.
Alrighty.
See what I mean? Useless.
Well, they can be adjusted, possibly adjusted today. Who knows? We'll see what goes on, but we'll get that all set up and we'll get on the dyno here soon. Well, things aren't going quite as planned. We're hitting some limit at 5,500 RPM, and we're not getting the full pull out of the engine. So we got to call AAM and see what we can figure out together, so we can get this thing to rev out, because I've never done that before, and something's not communicating properly. It's like it's hitting some sort of two-step. But I also have somewhat of a surprise for you, because if you have watched my channel for a little bit of time, you recognize this car, and here it is. This guy's sitting up here. Apparently he did a new Grady intake and it caused a bunch of problems, but he got the fuel system sorted out. There were some issues with the harness. That's just from wiring specialties themselves, but I mean, here it is, guys. You wanted updates, and best I can give you is it's about ready to hit the dyno. So I can't tell you how much it's making right now, because apparently it's not making anything, but that's the best thing I can do for you. Give you this small update. It's here, trying to go on the dyno, and hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. So we're gonna look and see what let's see if we can get this thing figured out it's kind of stressful.
Everything looked pretty good leading up to what I think was a boost cut. We're about to be able to see that in the data log, but it did 300 wheel horsepower right now at a pretty moderate throttle angle and you know, limited RPM there right now. So that's a good start. But yeah, it looks like the boost probably, I think probably we hit a boost cut when we go. Now the boost cut is up at 19 pounds, so we did not hit the boost cut. And then did it have like launch control or anything like that on it?
No.
They said no. The log shows 11 pounds though, and the boost cut's 19, so like we didn't hit the boost cut.
Oh shit.
Unless we hit, no, because it was like the ECU stop, not this. I need a run, guys. Spring pressure, 10 pounds, yep. Full boost, 17 pounds, we're calling it. And A is currently set to 20% duty cycle. And all right. Showing engine speed at 5,500 RPMs as the limiter. Two-step input switch is always off. Three-step input switch is always off. Two-step fuel cut says 12.8. Two-step ignition cut though says 3,500. Let's change that to an unreasonable setting. Two-step fuel cut definitely way up there. Two-step ignition cut definitely way up there. I almost think that like I was crossing into two-step at a certain throttle percentage.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Is what was perhaps going on.
But it still doesn't make sense that since it's always off, it shouldn't run.
I know, but AEM doesn't make sense, so that sounds about right. In there that was allowing the rev limiter to begin at 80% of the rev limiter level. So like at 5,600 RPMs, it was starting to start to do a soft cut, but because it was so high, 80%, it was effectively a rev limiter.
That's weird.
So that's just a setting that was in there from before and is never a setting I would ever put like that, but somebody did, and yeah.
It's weird because it ran fine for so long, and then all of a sudden it just started doing weird shit. I mean,
I don't know what changed, but I think I found it now. So I'm hoping we're over the hill now on this ancient AEM V2 right here.
So kind of at a standstill. We can't seem to figure out what is making it limit to 5,500 RPMs. We have since done a log, sent it to AEM, and see what they can figure out, but something is not making a lick of sense currently.
Fucking ass backwards, that's what it is.
We can pre-rev past it, light load past it, but once we go 100% full throttle, it's a no-go. So hope to hear back from AEM soon and start getting some actual dyno footage for you guys, because it's been too long. This car deserves it. It's been rebuilt. Showing some love. So let's get this going. So as an update and a conclusion basically to this video, what ended up happening was the 20-something-year-old ignition system just decided that it was going to quit. At about 5,000 RPM, you could start hearing it cut off, and it was done. We tried different coils, we got a few good runs, and it would start all over again. Basically, it came down to the igniter. Bryan has since gone to LS coil packs, so we still have to get back to the dyno and do some more pulls, but hopefully I'll be able to get that footage for you, and we can all just close this chapter of this adventure. So I'll give you as many updates as I can, as fast as I can, but as of right now, that's where we stand. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys later.